Okay, we're watching. We're in the top of the eighth. Your score is 8-5. UNO on top. Once again, we're back live here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So we're gonna put the game audio in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in for you, and you'll hear the broadcast.
Swing and a miss. The Editors. Wilbur. Colin Calvin gets the strikeout. Pitches is what it takes to get Privateers out of a jam. With only the one across on one hit, no errors, and 3 runners left. Bottom 8 coming up. New Orleans leads at 8-5. You're tuned to Privateer Baseball on Nash Icon 106.1 FM and the Privateer Sports Network.
So once again, 8-5 is your score. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. UNO and Southern. Nice little strikeout by the UNO pitcher in that top of the 8th. So let's give you the numbers on him. Let's see if we can give you numbers on him. Corbin, I'm going to give you those numbers before we get back to broadcast. Okay, let's give you those box score numbers. Okay, UNO pitching. Let's go to the UNO pitching side. Once again, let's give you the pitchers. 7 strikeouts for Toppin. So that was 8 strikeouts. Excuse me, 8 strikeouts. 1 for DeMayo and 1 for Colvin. So your score is 8-5 here on. So we'll return to the broadcast.
5. Caston Furr, Darren Willis, and Gage Howard.
So Gage Howard will come up. I'm going to move this over here so I can see the pitches coming in. Calls.
That 4th in this inning. We are on potential cycle watch here in this inning. Would be the 8th in program history, so should that be achieved. But first things first, Caston Furr.
Caston Furr comes up
to lead off the inning. Furr has just very quietly had a solid day at the plate. 2 for 3, a pair of singles, and a run scored. First pitch.
First pitch is low. Ball 1, 1-0 is your count.
And you wonder
out at Privateer Park, we all watching the feed, but we cannot show you the feed. We can do the game audio, but we cannot show you the feed. And that's going to be low again. Ball 2.
Maybe starting to run a little low in the tank.
2-0 coming up.
DeMayo is now final as the 2-0.
And that's going to be ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes here in the bottom of the 8th.
2/3 of an inning. One
switch
run
this
on 1 hit.
out. I don't know why it's
on DeMayo.
The game cast is not switching out. So bottom of the 8th. So we switched it. We're switching it bottom of the 8th. 8-5.
Bullpen is absolutely quiet for Southern.
Pitch.
3-1. That's high ball.
It's going to be ball 4. So UNO gets on at
has reached for the 3rd time
on a 3-1 pitch. No outs.
With Darren Willis trotting to the plate. You have Jacob Lampkin throwing down in the pen for the Privateers.
So Jacob Lampkin.
It's one of those things
for the
where
Privateers.
You look to see that if the Privateers really open up this inning, they see somebody else get up in the pen.
So the batters coming up is Willis. Willis and Gage Howard coming up. So Nikhil Page is the pitcher. He has 3 strikeouts and 1 walk. So visit by the coach coming in. So once again, your score is 8-5. UNO
has done about all they
on
can.
top of Southern.
One mistake that he made that Luther Woolard was able to take yard, which accounted for all three of Page's runs.
So UNO has 12 hits in the game, 8
Now you get
runs.
somebody who's
Here in the
quickly starting
bottom
to
of
get
the
moved
8,
in
8-5
Southern
is your score. Audio feeds playing.
That's Christian Paul,
That is from the Privateer Sports Network. So
who's throwing down in the Jaguar pen.
it's going to be looks like the conference is over.
Second mound visit of the day for Southern. 2 mound visits on each side. And now Willis
So Willis comes up,
had himself a nice day at the plate. 2 for 4, a pair of
2
runs
for 4 for him.
Now,
Pitch coming up for
first pitch. Darren looks in.
that's going to be ball 1.
Page is up
1-0 is your count.
Just over that. It's 51, in fact. Strike percentage started off good, but now it started to taper off a little bit for Page. 1-0.
And that's going to be high in the dirt.
Willis.
2-0 is your count. So UNO leads 8-5. Willis is up the bat here at the bottom of the 8th. Pitch coming up.
2-0. Ground ball.
Ground ball.
Through Page. Back
And
up
that's going to be thrown.
Throw to first.
And
that's
double
in time
play.
for the second out.
So that's
Very
2 outs. Double play.
Call at first base.
So good play by Southern defense.
4-3 double play.
So it's a 4-3 double play coming in.
As it went right through Page, but it was backed up by Moore. He stepped on the bag to get the lead runner Furr, and then the turn throw to first was able to beat Willis. Gage Howard now the batter.
Gage Howard coming up. Pitch.
First pitch. Gage takes the ball.
That's going to be ball 1. So it's going to be low in the dirt. So we also will have UNO baseball, Tulane baseball, Southeastern baseball. We'll have all the games on here.
1-0 coming.
And it's going to be fouled off.
Let it play back to the left. Evens the count to Howard.
1-1.
Gage 0 for 3
So
today.
Coach Salk, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in. UNO leads 8-5 here in the bottom of the 8. 2 outs.
1 away.
Pitch. That's going to be in the dirt for a ball 2.
Second baseman Moore, by the way, is shaded a little bit more to the right, leaving more room up
Pitch.
the middle for Howard to
It's gonna be
operate
strike.
with, as that one called a strike too.
So it's going to be 2-2. So they're going to have to start swinging the bats here in this bottom of the 8, UNO. Pitch coming up.
2 on the way.
That's going to be squirt towards the backstop. So it brings up 3-2 on the count. Score is 8-5.
Comes the 3-2.
3-2 coming in.
Ball 4.
And that's going to be ball 4.
Yes, we will
It's going
get
to be
the
a
chance
walk.
to see if Luther Woolard can cap the cycle.
Okay, next batter coming up is Luther
Here
Woolard.
comes big number 4.
And then Bo
Big
Braxton
day
comes up.
for the Privateers.
5
5 RBI.
Bratton comes up for UNO here in the bottom of the
triple in the
8th.
third, a double in the 4th, and that 3-run blast that gave the Privateers some
So let me
insurance
move my
runs
camera.
back in the 6th.
If y'all can see me, let me know. So if you can see me, I know the games cast is right on your
First pitch.
pitch in there for
Takes the
ball 1.
1-0.
1-0 is your count. You score 8-5. So here's the pitch.
1-0. Breaks
Strike
the ball,
1.
solid Strike.
So
Evens
it's
the count.
1-1 is your count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Page sets.
1-0 pitch.
Long pause, and now time call.
So it's going to be time. Luther Willard called time. So it's still 1-1. 2 outs in the inning. Runner at first for UNO. Pitch coming up.
1-1. And now
And it's going to be a fly ball to left center field. And that's going to go back. And it's gone! Home run! UNO!
Well, forget the cycle. How about you just go yard and give the
UNO gives them a 10-5 lead on a Luther Willard home run. No, 9-5. Excuse me. I'm getting too excited. 9-5. No, 10-5. Sorry about that. We don't want to confuse you. 10-5.
How about Luther Willard? Have yourself
So Luther Willard goes to left.
man.
Goes yards to left field.
7 RBI. 4 for 5 on the day.
I don't know why they're playing.
And that's going to be it for Page.
So Page, once again, he will be
There's
gone.
the mound visit, and there's the pitching change. The new pitcher coming in, it will be Christian Paul for Southern. Luther Willard having himself a monstrous day as the Privateers now lead it 10-5. We'll take the break.
So 10-5 is your score here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We are live, UNO Baseball, so we're waiting for the feeds to return.
We can make it to the hospital.
So feed will return.
Okay.
And the pitch, that was a replay from UNO's from the last home run, so waiting for the feed to return. 8-5, Luther Willard comes through with a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 8th. So we're waiting for the feed to return. UNO Privateers. I'm gonna tell you, this UNO Privateers team is just absolutely hitting the ball today. 13 hits in the game.
Lakefront Airport. Please support the restaurants that support the Privateers.
Or you just So fight song, no copyright intended, folks.
Back here at Maestri Field, Privateers leading it 10-5.
10-5. So 2 outs in the inning.
For Southern is
So Bo Bratton comes up.
Give you the final line on Page as Bratton digs in here.
Here's the pitch.
Him is
That is going to be low in the dirt. Ball 1-0 is the count. So once again, they just play a brief short music. Hopefully we don't get popped and for copyrights.
1-0 pitch to Bratton,
and that's going to be
2. That's the most by a Privateer in the game.
2-0 is your count. UNO on top, 10-5 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Pitch is coming up, and that's going to be a swing and a miss.
Now to Bo.
So it's going to be
it's 2 for 4, a home run back in the 3rd inning.
2-1 count.
Really jump-started this offense in that 3-run 3rd, and the Privateers have been able to really set sail.
So 3-1 count. 2-1 count. Excuse me. Strike 2. 2-2 is your count.
For those wondering at home, the program record for most RBI in a game, that was 9.
2-2 coming up.
2-2. In the dirt.
In the dirt. That's going to bring up ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. Southern pitcher Page is gone. New pitcher's in for Southern. Number 25 will get his numbers for you.
3-2.
At the break.
Called strike 3. Brad Cody had ball 4, but he got rung up. Now the side is retired, but Luther Willard.
Okay, once again for the Privateers in this inning. Let's see. 10-5 is your score. Here on let's give you those scoring plays. Let's see if we can give you a scoring play update. Let's see if I can pull that up on the screen. Okay, we're in the bottom of the 8th, so we'll go ahead and give you those numbers. Okay, in the inning, let's see. That was the scoring plays right there. So no runs. I mean, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 men left on. There was 2 men that after that home run. So we're waiting for the fees to return. 10-5 is the score. So we're waiting for the Privateer Sports Network to return.
John Moe's Southwest Grill and Messina's Runway Cafe. Support the Privateers.
10-5 is your
Welcome
score.
back to Maestri Field. The Privateers.
Games at
Leading it by the
Privateer
count
Park,
of 10-5.
Maestri Field, Privateer
Colin
Park.
Cullivan is back out there for the ninth. As for Southern, they'll have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. Tremaine Spears, Xavier Moore, Bubba Thompson will be due up here for Southern.
So it's going to be
The final
Spears,
line, by the way, Michael Page, while
Xavier Moore.
a moment.
So it's going to be Pierce.
He went 3 2/3.
It's going to be
gave up 5
Spears
hits
and
5
Xavier
runs.
Moore.
He walked 2, struck out 3.
Kilbin,
17
Colin
batters
Kilbin, 1 strikeout in the inning.
63 pitches,
Pitch coming up for
As the first pitch is taken here.
Calvin is going to be in there for
For a strike, it's nothing.
strike 1. 0-1 is your count.
Spears 2 for 3. Popped out his last time.
Pitch.
It's the 0-1, another
So it's
strike.
going to be an
It's
0-2.
0-2.
So good strike by
Cullivan finished
Cullivan.
this one off since he came in.
I
A
mean,
safe situation.
these names are
So
tricky
safe
to me,
would
but
go
we
to
will get them. This is the first day we're doing college baseball coverage here.
The 0-2
Pitch
on the
coming
way.
up.
And that missed.
That's going to be
Tejeda tried
a
to
miss.
frame
That's going to
it.
be ball
Gets
1.
called.
1 ball, 2 strikes. So Cullivan, pitch coming up.
1-2.
It's going to be a
Ground
ground
ball.
ball.
It's
And
not
that's
by
going to
Bird.
be
Goes away from me.
thrown
Goes
to
back
first. Enter! Nope, safe. He's safe.
Spears gets aboard.
So Spears
A little
gets the
bit in front of
board on the
back as well.
infield
Great
single.
effort by Caston, though. That's a hit all the way for Spears.
So Spears
Fully
is
stretched
on
was
base.
Bird.
So
Then it trickled away from
so
the
he's
mid.
runner at first. Now the next batter is up.
In that
Bubba
time, he
Thompson
kind of had to rush the throw.
coming up. So Bubba Thompson and Frank
Xavier Moore now the batter.
Colton will
Infield
be
single
the
by
next
Spears.
batter,
First pitch to Moore,
and that's going to be in there for strike 1. 0-1 is your count. So here in top of the ninth, 1 out. 1-0. 0-1, and that's going to be low. 1-1.
Strike now to Moore.
So I'm trying to.
It was 1 for 4 today, a single and RBI that came way back in the first inning. Southern had the lead early on. They led 4-1 going to the bottom of the third.
And the
As that
pitch
one
is going to be popped up
around left side.
on the left side. They'll try to catch it, and that will
in foul ground.
have 1 out. So it's 1 out in the inning. So UNO
Went
defense.
away. Now Bubba Thompson, the batter.
Bubba Thompson comes up. Bubba Thompson today 0 for 4. He has 1 strikeout. Delivery
First pitch.
is in there for a strike. So 0-1 is your
By the
count.
way, the 9 RBI in the game, that record, that is held by Todd Wilson. That was back in April of 1988 in the second game of a doubleheader against then UT Pan American.
Oh,
As
that was
Thompson fouls that one off.
foul off.
Got completely jammed, but it's 0-2.
So it's going to be 0-2.
Of course, UTPA has merged now, known as UTRGV, after merging with.
That was Texas Pan American back then. So 0-2 is your count. For Colban, pitch coming up.
Cullivan readies for the
Cullivan
0-2. Here it
pitch.
comes. It stays high.
That's going to be
Two
high.
strikes.
So 1 ball, 2 strike, Cullivan. So we're going to get these names
Starters
right.
decisions.
Cullivan coming up. Line and pitch.
Swing
and a miss!
Thompson goes
And that is
down
going to be
twice
a strikeout.
for the second out.
Second out for the UNO
Second
Privateers.
strikeout for
So
Cullivan.
Cullivan gets the strikeout.
And the last hope to keep this game going for Southern rests on the shoulders of Colton Frank.
Colton Frank comes up.
Frank is 1 for 4, a single in the 8th, and a run scored.
So he is 1 for 4.
Struck out twice and grounded out as well. First
Pitch coming up.
swing
Swing and a miss. That's going to be
0-1.
0-1.
Jumps right ahead in the count. The 0-1.
Pitch.
That missed.
That's going to be a miss.
Ball and a strike.
Ball and a strike right there. So ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. Pitch by Cullivan.
That missed.
That's going to be high.
Balls and a
It's going to be
strike, Frank.
away from the strike zone. So 2-1. Pitch coming up here.
2-1.
Swing and a miss.
The Jaguars down to their final strike.
So once again, they're down to their final out and final strike for Southern.
Gullivan trying to finish
Cullivan
it
will
off.
pitch.
Here's the 2-2.
2-2.
And that's fouled off.
Fouled off. That's going to make it still 2-2.
Jaguars have at least one more pitch to see in this game. Another
And comment on
2-2.
LSU baseball.
Coming from Cullivan. And
It's
that
gonna
one
be
lifted in the
fly
air,
ball.
right side, foul ground. Bradman
And that's
Howard
going to
giving
go to
chase,
the
but
right
that
side.
one
That's going to be
skimmed away.
foul.
We'll do it again.
So 2 outs, 2-2 pitch for Cullivan and Colton for Southern. 2-2 pitch coming up.
Gullivan readies and deals.
Almost hit him.
Ball 3.
Almost hit him. So it's going to be 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning.
Runner. It's Spears. He'll get a head
Pitch.
start here with 2 outs. Three, 2. And
And
that
it
one
did
hits
hit him.
ball 4.
So ball 4.
And now a wide turnaround second. Heading back is Spears.
Sorry, we had a new
So
comment.
Frank draws a walk from behind in
See
the
what that
count.
comment's about.
And now Taj Porter,
Podge Porter comes
the
up
batter.
for Southern. Pitch coming up. Runners at first and
First pitch. That's a
that's
strike.
gonna be in there for a
Back to
strike.
knees, 0-1.
0-1. It's going to be Spears and Colton on first and second. Pitch.
0-1. Swing
Swing
and
and a
miss.
miss.
It's 0-2.
0-2 is Shaquille. Pitch coming up.
0-2 on the way.
0-2.
And that's fouled the
It's
other
going to
way.
be fouled
Out of
off,
play.
so it's going
Out down
to
there.
remain
Hanging out on
0-2. So 0-2 is your count.
Railing over there. by the bleachers.
O2 coming up.
Another 0-2.
Pitch.
And that one
Fly
hit in
ball
the
is
air,
going to be to center field, and that ball is going to be caught, and the game will
catch,
end.
and that is your ball game.
So ball game is over.
The Privateers
Again,
win
UNO wins
here
10-5.
on opening day. New Orleans, the victor, by the score of 10-5, as the Privateers 1-0 on the season.
What a great
After
start
a
to
big
the
day by
college
Luka
baseball
Fuller.
season for UNO. UNO wins 10-5
Privateers.
final score.
Behind Woolard's 7 RBI. Able to cap off the victory over Southern. Chris Turpin is going to get the win. The loss is going to go to John Gwynns. And the save will go to Colin Cullivan.
Colin Cullivan gets the save. He
Privateers
had 2 strikeouts,
break out the big bats,
1 hit,
2 home runs,
1
4 hits on the day by Woolard.
walk. Chris Turpin
Brett
is
with
the
a home
winner.
run,
He had
and the Privateers
8
had 13
strikeouts
hits
and
10 runs
1
on
walk
the day.
and 7 hits. He gave up 4 earned
Won the
runs.
victory.
So once again, the bottom of
Takes
the
it by
ninth,
the
Southern
count,
leads 2
overcoming
men on base,
an early
1
deficit
hit.
to do so.
Final score 10-5.
Privateers
UNO
Cap
wins
off the victory here on opening
to open
day.
up the opening day of
We'll
college
play a doubleheader
baseball.
here
So
tomorrow to close down the opening weekend. We'll take the break and come back and bring you our post-game show here on the Privateer Sports Network.
okay, we will listen to the post-game show. Once again, that we'll give you a scoring recap on UNO. Let's go ahead and give you that scoring recap. I'm gonna begin with the scoring recaps in this. So I'm gonna go through the scoring recaps for UNO. So I'm gonna give you the So I'm gonna see if we can pull that numbers up. So we're trying to get the screens to So we'll go through the innings. So final score 10-5, UNO wins. They're all now 1-0. So let's go over to the first inning. We'll go to the first inning. First inning, 2 runs for Southern. 3 hits. UNO had 2. They was down 2-0. Also in the second inning, Southern was down 1 run, so the UNO scored that run. They had 2 hits in that inning, so 2 hits in that inning. Now in the third, UNO lead was cut to 3-2. Southern had 2 hits in the third inning. Now in the fourth inning, we'll go over to the fourth inning. Still 1 run for UNO, 2 hits. Southern had 1 hit. They had 1 error. They left. Both teams left 2 men on base. Also, in the fifth, UNO did not score, and Southern did not score, but UNO got a hit in the fifth inning. So that was in the fifth inning. So we'll go over to the sixth. So let's move over to the sixth inning. UNO scores 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, no men left on base. Also, UNO didn't score in the seventh, but Southern got 1 hit. They left 2 men on base. Also, UNO scored 2 runs in the 8th inning. That was a home run by Luka Woolard. You heard the call here on. So it was a 2-run homer to left field. They had 1 hit. Southern left 3 men on base. Southern had 1 run, 1 hit. Now in the 9th inning, we'll go to the 9th inning. The game stats once again. UNO had no hits, 1 run given up by 1 hit given up by Southern. So Southern had that hit. They left 2 men on base. So that's your final score. 10-5 is your score here on YouTube, and we're all going to listen to the post-game report.
Jaguars, as they had all the early momentum on their side, but it was quickly evaporated by the Privateers in the bottom of the third inning. Their first big inning of the day. Gage Howard got hit by a pitch. Then there was an RBI triple by Luther Woolard, the first of 4 hits on the day for Luther. And then Bo Bratton came up and hit a towering 2-run homer to tie the game at 4 aside. The Privateers would punch ahead in the 4th inning as Woolard had his 4th extra base hit of the day, an RBI double. That put the Privateers ahead 5-4. Then in the 6th, we fast forward to that point, as Chris Turpin had settled in after a bit of a rocky start, gave 6 innings for New Orleans. Caston Furr and Darren Willis got aboard with singles to start the inning. They got moved to 2nd and 3rd, respectively, on a wild pitch during the frame. First base was open with a full count, but the Privateers and the Jaguars decided to pitch to Woolard, and he made them pay with a 3-run homer that extended the lead to 8-4. A scoreless inning on the mound by Kyle Cachadorian, as the Privateers continued to coast until the 8th inning, where Southern loaded the bases with 2 outs and then got a bases-loaded walk that scored a run to make it 8-5. That came in the top of the 8th inning, as it was drawn by the 9-hole hitter, Jalen Armstrong. But that was as close as Southern would get for the rest of the day, as Luther Woolard came up again and had a single to get for the cycle, but instead went over and out, went yard for a 2-run homer. That made it 10-5, and that's where the score lived, as Colin Cullivan, who got the big strikeout to end the threat of Southern in the 8th inning, was able to come back and pitch a clean top of the 9th inning and pick up the save. The win goes to Chris Turpin. The loss was taken by John Gwynns. 10 runs on 13 hits, no errors for the Privateers. 5 runs on 10 hits, 1 error for the Jaguars. Game time was 2 hours and 36 minutes. The announced attendance was 143.
So that's a pretty good crowd right there, 143. So not that much, but hey, we rather have 143.
We'll get Coach Dean set up here as the Privateers a winner today by the count of 10-5 over Southern to start the 2021 campaign. And Coach Dean has joined us now. And Coach, we got to start with the obvious, and that is Luther Woolard having an absolutely monstrous day.
Let's go over the stats. We'll go over the stats, box score stats. I'm going through the box scores. I'm with you. Okay, UNO.
No doubt that was a pretty special start for him, I'd say.
Luther Woolard once again had an excellent day. He went 4 for 5, so an excellent day for him. He had 7 RBIs. Luther Woolard, Darren Willis had 2 hits, 2 runs. He went that was on 5 at bats, so 2 for 5 for him. Howard went 0 for 3. Bratton went 2 for 5. Howard went 0 for 4. Also, Williams went 1 for 4. And also, Sala went 1 for 4, and Furr went 2 for 3. So an excellent day for UNO baseball. Final score 10-5. Let's go over to the pitching. We'll give it the pitching. Turpin gets the win. 6 innings of work. He had given up 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 was earned, 1 strikeout for 1 walk to 8 strikeouts. So 1 walk and 8 strikouts. Now the next guy we're going to go over is
situations where that 9-hole hitter
Kyle.
that extra leadoff guy.
Common spelling is KHACHADOU. Usually he's in that 9-hole. DORIN. I don't want to mispronounce these guys' name. One
first more.
Let's see, he did not. Let's see what his strikeouts was.
Way is more of a gap.
So he had 11.
So when the way it was blowing today,
Strikeouts on 15 pitches. That was the pitching situation. He's won 3 fly balls and then 15 pop-ups. He had gave up a double. He also gave up a walk.
Really locked in.
He's
always going to be that strike thrower, and he certainly was again today.
Now, Christopher DeMayo was giving you his numbers on the screen.
He really kind of settled in after that third inning.
He had
he did. He got ambushed to start the game. 3
one
hits,
fly
3
ball.
pitches, so it was pretty quick right there.
Runner on base was 0 for 1.
5 innings, whatever it was.
He had
very well for
faced
again, not his
6 batters. The at-bats was 3. His ERA is 13.50. He gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run, and 1 run. He did have some strikes in the game.
As we talked about, those are the
So,
guys in those
go through those numbers.
And Cullivan last year.
Okay, Cullivan
he really
had 2 strikeouts in the inning. So DeMayo had 1.
Cullivan had that huge strikeout.
Cullivan had 2.
No doubt.
That was in 1.5 innings right there. 6 batters faced. UNO doing a good job on pitching. 11 strikeouts, 5 walks. So final score, UNO wins 10-5.
Here
Here on
tomorrow. It's kind of a taste of what we're going to see a lot, especially once we get the conference play with doubleheaders every weekend. But of course, you got Brandon Mitchell and Christian Poche starting both ends of the doubleheader, and obviously just talking about looking ahead here to tomorrow in this weekend closer against Southern.
Well, I think Southern has proved to be a very good hitting squad today. I mean, again.
So final score, UNO wins 10-5.
Big hits.
1-0 for UNO.
Mix some secondary stuff in there. Make sure that we locate. Mitchell's going to have some secondary. Same with Poche. Well, hopefully Mitchell will go a little more extended, and we'll try.
So your losing pitcher was John Gula Zealy. He was the loser. Chris Turpin was the winner.
Going back and rewinding a little bit, of course, you go with a couple of lefties, of course, between you and Coach AJ, with a right-handed heavy lineup and guys like Cash and guys like DeMayo, who are more fastball slider combinations, obviously just kind of looking to maybe get some sliders in on them a little bit.
Yeah, again, those are typically those guys' best pitches, right? Cash has a decent changeup, and he got out of a big jam there, running second, third with 1 out as well. Kind of worked himself out of an inning and did a great job getting out of it. But that's what we're trying to do. Again, just mix speeds. Again, I'm not a big matchup guy. I prefer to just go out there and, it's more of a feel type thing. And again, we're trying to learn these guys. It's the first time they've got to pitch against an opponent in a long time. So we're trying to see who can get the job done and who will give us a chance in pressure situations as we go into the season.
Well, Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations on the win. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That was head coach Blake Dean as the Privateers a winner by the count of 10-5 over Southern, getting the season started off of 2021 with a victory in the column. Some numbers here before we shut it down, as the Privateers got 13 hits, 10 runs on the day, no errors. So a clean game in the field from that perspective. Of course, Luther Woolard had the huge day, 4 for 5, 7 RBI, 3 runs scored, 2 homers, a triple, and a double.
Let's give you the fielding. Willard had 1 put out. Also, Howard had 3. Woolard had 2. Bratton had 2. Also,
Isaac Williams,
Isaiah went 1, hit 4. And Tejada went at 11. That was on. They had 2 assists.
Judah Wilbur and
so the assist was 6.
Spears was 3 for 4. A homer
on those putouts was 27.
Wilbur was 3 for 5. He scored twice.
So was 2 involved in double plays. Once again, that was Bratton with 2. Willis with
Jalen Armstrong
2, and also
meanwhile on the mound,
Sal Elize with 1. So 2, 1, yeah, 1.
Picked up the win.
So final score 10-5 is your score here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Second game of our college baseball doubleheader. LSU wins. In the first game, UNO wins 10-5.
Third, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 27 pitches. and 19 of them were strikes. Meanwhile, Michael Page and Christian Paul appeared out of the pen for Southern. Page went 3 2/3, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Paul faced one batter and threw.
So let's give you the numbers on Southern.
And threw.
So Page came in 3 innings of work,
2 hours and 36 minutes.
3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits, 5 runs, and 5 earned runs. Paul came in not much. He had 1 strikeout.
Manuel Peppa signing off. Big thanks to Rudy Dixon back in the studio, and big thanks to everybody watching and tuned in on Nash Icon 106.1 FM. And we hope you join us on the Privateer Sports Network for a doubleheader that starts at 11 a.m. tomorrow. First pitch, 10:45 pregame. The Privateers will play 2 against the same Jaguar squad. Brandon Mitchell will start game 1. Christian Poche will start game 2. We hope you join us then. Once again, your final here from the base. New Orleans wins at 10-5. Emmanuel Peppa signing off. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And we will talk to you again on the Privateer Sports Network right here at Maestri Field tomorrow at 10:45 a.m. This has been a presentation of Privateer Baseball on Nash Icon 106.1 FM and the Privateer Sports Network. So long, everyone.
First comes.
So once again, final score 10-5. We will sign off as well. Thanks for joining us here today for a big day in college baseball. LSU won their game 6-1, and Southern loses to UNO 10-5. So final score. So both games we did do today. Now tomorrow, here's the plan. We will have LSU baseball that will be at noon. Once that game is over, we'll go over to UNO and Southern. So we will be back on the air here tomorrow. No Pelicans game tomorrow. We're not doing Pelicans. So we'll have a recap show that probably be later on this evening. So once again, everybody, on the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter platforms, thanks for joining us here. Hope you enjoyed the LSU game and also UNO baseball as well.